Okay, let's see if it'll work this time. We will wait and see. Turn the TV down a little bit, babe. Okay, yeah, I've got somebody, so it's working now. Hello. YouTube crashed on me a while ago. This is my 4th time trying to go live. It just crashed on me. Oh, they left. Hello. How are you? I think YouTube has lost its mind tonight. I don't know if it's overloaded or what. I wonder if it's notifying people. We'll see. Well, usually by a minute. I've got more than this in here. Okay, here we go. Hi, how are y'all? I finally got Anna Claire to sleep. Yay! I think I'm gonna wait till 2 minutes because I think YouTube went crazy on me. I tried to stream a while ago and it said you're live, but it stayed like black and white and blurry and it wouldn't fix itself. And then a while ago, I went live, but I waited for like 3 minutes and I don't think it was like notifying anybody. So I don't know. And then at one point I went live and it crashed and it said YouTube just crashed. I was like, oh, great. So I don't know if a lot of people are trying to go live right now or what. Who have I got in here? I like to know who I'm talking to. It helps. Hey. Hello. Okay, I've got about 4 of y'all in here now. And now 3. And now 4. Hey, how are you? I'm sorry a while ago live was crazy. I was so excited. I really wanted to try those cookies. Hey Denise, how are you? I wanted to try those cookies and Anna Claire just wasn't having it. She was not happy. But she finally went to sleep. I was going to talk about my favorite, I know Angela's mom. Grayson's going to look up his sister. I know Angela's mom, Carol, was asking me before I had to leave a while ago what my favorite cookies were. So I thought that would be the kind of the topic, not the whole topic, because we can, of course, go on and talk about something else. But my, I guess you could call it my top 5 cookies. I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I got 6 cookies. But yeah, these are going to be my number 1. These are so awesome. I love them. And I've talked about the other cookies, but Brian, actually, I think I found, besides his alphabet cookies, I think I found another kind of cookies he liked. He did like these. He's, I think he's eaten about half the bag. There's like that much left. So, what have y'all been up to today? Anybody go shopping, find good deals? Hit up any yard sales or thrift stores or anything? Brian doesn't have to work tomorrow. I'm really happy about that because he was going to have to work tomorrow. So I'm going to, I got to break down and go to the Walmart. I might try to go, if he'll watch Anna Claire, I might try to go while the kids are at church. My parents take Paris and Grayson to church. Because Anna Claire's been kind of fussy lately and she's near impossible to take to church right now. We did try to go a couple Sundays ago and she did great. But since then, since she's had her shots, I don't know. The past 2 weeks after having her shots, she's just been very, very ill. And I really think it's from the shots, but I don't know. That or then growing pains. I don't know. But I think Ellie Mae was wanting me, and I was hoping she'd be in here. I think she was wanting me to put my glasses on with my, oh, that's horrible. Hopefully you get over it quick. I know that stuff takes forever to get over. It seems like it stays with you forever. Thankfully, I haven't had anything like that in a long time. But I haven't been, like, working with a lot of people to be around a lot of germs either. But I cannot feel my eyelashes. I'm wearing the fake ones, and they're about to fall off. Y'all can see they're falling off right here. But I think Ellie Mae was wanting to know if they would hit my glasses, and they're good. Hey, how are you? Did you go to the Dollar Tree today? Didn't you say you were going today? Or was that Friday that you went? There was one day you said you were going with your mom and dad. Did you find some goodies? I can't believe I've been to Dollar Tree. That tomorrow will be 4 days in a row I've been to Dollar Tree. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't usually go that much. I usually keep it to 2 days a week. But I went on Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll get over it quickly. I think there's a lot of sickness going on right now with the season change. It just makes people sick. I mean, all I have is, like, I have this, like, runny nose, but it's not, like, sickness at all. Thank you. I like them. And well, I'll say I love them this much. When I told y'all I got 20 eyelashes, I was not joking. I went and got 20 pairs of eyelashes. But my mom and Paris want to use some, and I think Friday night, my niece, she wants to be a cosmetologist. She's going to come over, and I think we're going to try some on her too. So we're going to have like an eyelash party. I guess I'm going to apply them on everyone. I don't know. I might see if Paris and my niece want to go live Friday night, and we'll apply them on them and maybe do makeup and stuff. That might be fun for them. So that would be, I think, hopefully we will be able to do that. Hopefully they want to do that. It's up to them. I know she said something about she wouldn't mind being in a video. So she's a year older than Paris. So, and her mom said it was okay. I always get parents' permission before putting any child on YouTube. That's what my son Grayson was making his own videos, and he had a friend over, and I told him, I said, you need to make sure that you're not getting him in. Oh, awesome. Do you have a channel, Denise? And if so, have I subscribed to you? I've gotten a lot of subscribers here recently, and I try to subscribe to them if they have a channel and make videos, and then go through and try to catch up on some of the videos. And if someone has, if any of y'all subscribe to me and y'all have a channel and I haven't subscribed, just say, hey, Angela, please subscribe to me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like my subscriber count has been fluctuating lately. I'm like teeter-tottering, not yo-yoing. I'll finally get over, I'll get like, what was I up to? I think I was like up to 890, and then I'll go back to 888. And then I'll go back up to 890, and then I'll go back to 888. And I'm thinking, are people subscribing to me and they're not letting me know, and so I can subscribe to them? Because I feel like that's what they're doing. I feel like people who are unsubscribing are like, well, she didn't subscribe to my channel, so I'm going to unsubscribe. So if you subscribe to my channel and I did not, it is not on purpose. It is, I've got 3 kids. I do my best to try to catch up, but sometimes notifications, I get the notification, and then if I click on it, it disappears, and then I can't find it again. So yeah, y'all, if y'all want me to subscribe to your channel, I certainly will. I support as many of y'all as I possibly can. I was looking more at these stickers. I was so excited to find these. And I know y'all said y'all like me to tell y'all where I find things. These were on a clip strip up at the registers. I literally, as I was standing in line, I was like, oh, It's the stickers. I can't believe it. They're just hanging there. Just a full clip strip. Nobody had even... Okay. No one had even, I think, bought any of them. I mean, it was just full. So I just went through and made sure I got all 4. And they are 4 kind. So it was this one. I just love them. I call them, I know they're called novelty stickers, but I call them adult reward stickers. Because, you know, you get, as a child, you know, in school, you get a sticker as a reward for doing stuff. But yeah, that would totally hit snooze only once today. I have to snooze several times. I get up at 6:08. I know it's a weird random time, but the snooze button goes off at 5:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock, and then 6:08 is when I actually get up. Because my kids, they have alarms on their iPads, so I don't have to go upstairs and wake them up anymore. Or Paris is on her phone. So I didn't really get to show y'all these. It was hard to show y'all in the car because of how I had it, and the steering wheel was covering them up. But I know a lot of people have hauled these. But yeah, I put on pants today. Nope, not today. That is me all the time. Cleverly disguised as a responsible adult. Yeah. Sometimes not so cleverly. I need a nap. Yes, 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 and yes. So much. This was me Friday, I think. I really don't know what they're for, but that's what I said. I feel like they're adult reward stickers. I don't know what they're supposed to be for, but they're funny. And that's what I was thinking. I might cut them up and try to put as many. I don't know how many I have. I'll try to make them go as far as I can and put them in my Christmas cards. Just so everybody gets a good laugh. But that's what I kind of think of them as, is reward stickers. But some of them, I guess, aren't really reward. Well, yeah, they were. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but they're funny. They're funny sayings. But everybody's been hauling them, so I was excited to find them to share with y'all, just in case some of y'all haven't seen them. But let's see, I shaved my legs today. Yeah, that I definitely, when I shave my legs, I definitely need a reward sticker for that. Yeah, they are. They're really funny. I woke up before noon. That's cute. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I showed the note, not today. Adulthood, let's not. Yeah, that's funny. But I love them. They're hilarious. Oh, I don't think I really got to show you these that good. But I didn't use a gift bag. I made a phone call today. Hey, yay! You made it. Did you get the notification, or did you just happen by accident to find me? What are you missing? I'm just chit-chatting, really. It's nothing really. I'm talking about these novelty stickers I hauled. I did talk about a little bit about my cookies. These were my #1. Okay. Have you clicked the bell? Maybe if you unclick the bell and re-click the bell, maybe that will help you get your notifications. I don't know. It's so random. I feel like a lot of times I don't get notified when people go live too, though. Sometimes it's just completely random. I'm like, oh, I just happened to hop on. That is true. That would be cute, and then they would last longer. Yeah, do they still make the I don't know what company, if it was 3M. Do they still make the big magnetic sheets? I might actually do that instead. And instead of just sending y'all a sticker, I might see if I can go to a craft store and find the magnetic sheets and put these on the magnetic sheets. And then, I wish I had a laminate machine. If I had a laminate, well, I don't know if you could. Mod Podge. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Because I was thinking I need a way to keep it in good shape. So I'll get some Mod Podge. I'll do that. Because Paris will be excited to go to Michael's. So we'll have to go to Michael's one day. And I'll get some magnetic sheets and Mod Podge. And that'll be a good craft project for us to do. I might try to do that Friday. And then me, Paris, and Zoe is her name. My niece's name. We can all do that as a little fun craft. Yeah. That'll be awesome. Those self-laminating sheets. Okay. That might work too if I can find them. I have not seen them. But the self-laminating sheets might work just to do the front. But I wonder, I don't know, I kind of feel like the Mod Podge might work a little better. Because you can try to be careful and not get it on the magnet itself. Yeah, I think that's what I'll try to do. I think I'll try to do that. These are number 2. These will always be number 1, but I just can't find them. I'm going back to cookies. I'm being random. I know, Black Friday. I know. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, awesome. That's not bad at all then. I might look at Walmart. I am going to Walmart Sunday, so I might look there. Well, I don't know. You know what? These might be my top number 1. What am I doing for Thanksgiving? I am going to my brother's house. That's where we always go. He has a really nice big house. So his in-laws, they all come over. And then all of his immediate family, we all come over. Kristen found them. Indy Mama ×3, she found them in one of her Dollar Trees. I feel like it's really random, the Dollar Trees that they have them in. I want to try to go, if I can tomorrow, I want to try to go to another Dollar Tree I haven't been to in a while. And if I find them, I am probably going to wipe them out. Because I want, or at least buy whatever I can eat before they expire. I mean, I'm not going to have so many that I can eat them before the expiration date. But I'll probably buy at least 4 or 5 boxes of them is what I'll do. I won't take them all. Do you have more than one in your area that you can check out? Because, I mean, I have one that's close to me. Oh, thank you. To you, too. If y'all have to travel, I hope y'all have safe travels. We only go, like, my brother's house is only like 30 minutes away. It's not, if that far. Okay. Do y'all have the other orange things? There's, are they called orange thins? I hauled some a few weeks ago for my mom and dad. Okay, you like the one in Hartwell, Georgia. Okay, good. Oh, well, you're not that far from me then. Hey, babe, how far is Hartwell? Because is Hartwell, Georgia right there on the, kind of on the South Carolina, Georgia line? Because I know Hartwell Lake is right there. Because I want to say we're only like, gosh, 30, 40 minutes. Oh, in Toccoa. Do you go to the Quincys and eat in Toccoa? And is it still open? We haven't been in years. And I was curious. So this is awesome. I want to know. Because if so, I'm going to be like, Brian, it is awesome. Oh, it is open. Yay. Do you like to go to Quincys and eat? I love their big fat yeast rolls. And it's like the only one I've seen around. It was totally random. We were out for a Sunday drive one day. Yeah, I love Quincys. I miss it. I wish it was closer. Oh, okay. Sometimes small little intimate meals are good too. Nice and quiet, not so loud and rowdy. Yeah, we were just out for a Sunday driving. Hey, Mary, how are you? Yes, I have got to tell y'all a story about, I could tell y'all a few. No, I'm still here. I could tell y'all a few stories about Quincys when I was a little girl. My granny used to take me, and we would go shopping at Hamrick's. And afterwards we would go and go out to eat at Quincys. And she would take leftovers home in a Ziploc bag. Well, I asked my mom, I was like 6 or 7. I asked my mom, can I take some Ziploc bags to take some big fat yeast rolls home? And she said, yeah, sure. So here comes the waitress. She sets out the big fat yeast rolls. Here I am, my little self. I get this big old Ziploc bag, set it on the table, and I start filling it up. My parents' face was so red. They were just like, I mean, just right in front of the waitress. I just started filling up that bag. So Mama was like, I meant when we got done, whatever was left you could take. But I was like, I'm going to get me some yeast rolls. Oh, it's so fun to embarrass the crap out of your parents when you're little. And then one time my dad, he told me, he said, make sure whatever you order, you eat. You eat everything that you order. Because I guess I was bad about not finishing my plate or whatever. And for some reason in my mind, I thought, well, I'll finish my drink first. Well, you know, when you drink a drink, they're going to refill it. So I drank all my tea thinking, oh, okay, that's out of the way. I got that done. The waitress comes along, she fills it up. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll drink it again. Third time she comes and fills it up, and I give her the stink eye. And Mom was like, what is she doing? And she finally figures it out, that I was trying to drink all my drink and get that out of the way. So, of course, by that time, I drank so much, I couldn't hardly eat any of my food. I was so full on tea. But yeah, we used to go to Quincys like every Saturday or Sunday. At least once a week we would go to Quincys. Oh, okay. Have you ever eaten at Quincys? Because a lot of them have been gone for years. There was one other place that we did see one not long ago, and I want to say it was on the way to Myrtle Beach. And I know it sounds, yeah, ours has been gone for years. I know it sounds funny, but I told Mama, I said, I swear that God put that Quincys there. Because we were driving to go to Myrtle Beach. The kids, when was this? It was about 7 years ago. And I told my mom, I'm like, you know, it would be really cool if they had a Quincys, you know, because we were on our way to Myrtle Beach and stuff. But there is one in Georgia. It's in Toccoa. I don't know how far you are from Toccoa, Steelers girl, but there is a Quincys in Georgia, and it's good, and it's still open. So how far are you from Toccoa? But anyway, as we were driving, I saw a sign, and I said, Mom, okay, that's not too far from Toccoa then. Well, no, wait, south of, I don't know, how far is it from Toccoa? I'm not good at geography. I am horrible at that, at directions and stuff. I am one of those people who gives you directions by the bird sitting on the wire and the barn that used to be there but that burned down 20 years ago. And yeah, stuff like that. That's the kind of directions I give. You might can use Google Maps and get to it that just type in Quincys, Toccoa, Georgia, and it should come up for you. But it was when we used to live in a town called Central, which is close to Clemson. When we lived there, I want to say it was an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe away. I really don't know how long we were driving, but we ate there twice. Because we ate there, and then later on I taught Brian, I'm like, can we go on another Sunday drive? And while we're on the Sunday drive, can we go to Quincys and Toccoa? Because it's just so good. But anyway, going to Myrtle Beach, anyway, we found a Quincys there. So I was very excited. But those are the only two Quincys I have seen in like you said, 20 years. Oh, if you never heard of a Quincys, it's a lot like Orion's. It's basically the same thing, except for they have these things called big fat yeast rolls, and they are the bomb. They melt in your mouth. They're heavenly. They are just, they're so good. Okay, then it's closer than I was thinking. I told you I'm bad about this. Wait a minute. Yeah, like Golden Corral. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, okay. Yes, yes, the honey butter's good too. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we haven't been to Golden Corral in a while. We've eaten there, but I always got, so if I didn't order the bar, I would always get the oh, what is it called? It was like the beef tips with the mushroom gravy. Oh, it was so good. I love mushroom gravy. And then I think I got it with steak fries or a baked potato or something like that. But yeah, I love to get that because I love to dip the yeast roll into mushroom gravy. Dipping, yeah, the beef tips. Yes. The beef tips with the mushroom gravy, and then you take your big fat yeast roll and you just tear it off and you dip it in there. Oh, it's just so good. Oh, okay. It kind of reminds me of it's not nearly the same, but it's kind of like is it the roast beef sandwiches that you dip in the au jus sauce? I love eating those kind of sandwiches too. I think it was Applebee's a few years ago that had that. I don't know if they still have that, but it was the little roast beef sliders. Why are we sitting here talking about food? Again, didn't we do this last night? Didn't we sit here and talk about food last night? Oh, me. Making me salivate. I'm going to be like, hey, babe, can we go to Toccoa tomorrow? Yeah, Brian's that way with certain stuff that I like. Sometimes I just have to, if it's something I really want, I'll just cook it and then I'll have to sadly eat it for like 3 or 4 days, which kind of works to my benefit because I'll eat it and then I'll get my fill of it and I'll be good for a while on it. Yes, I do like Texas Roadhouse. Have a meet up at Quincys. That would be cool to do one day. I would definitely have to do that on a day that Brian was like off the following day or something. He does not like to, and I don't blame him. He doesn't like to have to drive really far if he has to go to work the next day. But he drives an hour to work as it is and then an hour back home, so that makes for a lot of driving. I'm starting to feel my eyelashes. They're like slowly falling off, but can y'all see that they're right there? They're starting to kind of pop off. I think the woman probably thought I was cray-cray checking out all those eyelashes. And I felt bad because I thought that she could just type in 20 and then, you know. I do too. I don't mind it at all. Speaking of which, I have gotten to where I do most of the driving now. Except for in the mountains, I don't feel like I'm a smooth driver in the mountains. I have actually said that before. I'm like, this is what I'm in the mood to eat. If you don't want it, you can make you a sandwich. I try to keep, what is it? The Tyson grilled chicken fillets that you can bake in the oven. I try to keep those on hand. So if I am making something and he does try it and he decides he doesn't like it, then he can just, I can make him a sandwich or something. Or I have fried eggs or got him to fry eggs or something. And sometimes Anna Claire's just having a horrible time and I don't get to cook at all and he has to grill hamburgers or something. So he met me when he was 31, so he was used to being on his own, so he can fend for himself. Oh, so y'all are December babies? That's awesome. I have a niece and a nephew who are December babies. Okay. My kids have gotten to where they kind of fend for themselves. I'm like, we go to the grocery store. I'm like, okay, y'all better pick you out some food that you like, because if you don't, you're going to starve, because I don't know what y'all in the mood for this week. So, and sometimes they will eat. The main thing that my kids will eat that I make is burritos, but I cannot make burritos every night. But I seriously think Grayson would eat a burrito every night, which it might be a good idea for me, but it does, I feel like after 3 days, I feel like the meat starts to kind of go bad. I mean, it probably would be better, good for what, 5 days maybe, but I don't know, ground beef, I don't like to leave it in the refrigerator too long. I mean, I know you can freeze it and then, oh, okay, my niece's is the 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. And a good friend I went to high school with, his birthday is December 7th also. Yeah, I'm talking about leftovers. I was just sitting here thinking to myself, Grayson really likes burritos, so I was thinking it might be good to make like a bunch of taco meat. I call it taco meat, but I guess it's technically burrito meat. But just, you know, the ground beef with see, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking after 3 days it would not be good, so I can make him some and maybe he could use it 3 days. But especially ground beef, I feel like after 3 days, yeah, they just start looking and drying out and then start growing stuff and walking on their own and, yeah, maybe even making noise and jump out and scare you and, yeah. But yeah, he likes burritos. I was so proud of myself. I made fried chicken tenders for the first time ever after watching. Yeah, I mean, if it's something that freezes, you know, like Steel Magnolias, that's one of my favorite movies. I want something that freezes beautifully. Does that freeze beautifully? It's got to be something that freezes beautifully. But what was there? Anel, I think that was saying that she was gonna make beans or something. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, yeah, I made some fried chicken, and I was inspired to make it watching Little Red Southern Kitchen. Yeah, I've done that with a roast. It's Eye of Round roast. I like it because I feel like it's the most, for me, that I can find at Save-A-Lot. I feel like it's the most inexpensive roast, and I can usually find one for like, that's 2 pounds, and it's only like $6 or $7. And Brian and I can make a few meals off of that, and I don't do it a lot because you do get sick of it. But about once a month, I'll get it, and I'll cook it Saturday, especially because he works on Saturday. And sometimes when he gets home Saturday, if we're not going to go out to eat or anything, we'll just make sandwiches. Just something quick and simple, and just have sandwiches. And then Sunday, we'll have it with some gravy and, I don't know, rice or potatoes or something. Or I'll go ahead and make it into a beef roast. Not beef roast. It is a beef roast. What am I trying to say? You know, beef stew. That's what I'm trying to say. Pot roast or beef stew. Some people call it pot roast. Some people call it beef stew. I don't really know the difference between pot roast and beef stew. If there is one, y'all can explain it to me. Because to me, I think it just depends on where you are regionally. Because I think both of them's got carrots and potatoes and stuff in it. Ooh, that sounds good. But, and then sometimes I make a vegetable beef stew out of it. That's good. I'm not a turkey person. I cannot make myself, I do not eat turkey. Thanksgiving, I do not eat turkey. I eat ham. Yeah, I'm not a turkey person. I can eat deli meat like turkey. Yeah, I find turkey, it's not, I mean, it can be the juiciest turkey ever, but to me, it still feels dry in my mouth. Yeah, I like chicken, but I tell you, my biggest problem is not me being a picky eater. I mean, turkey is probably about the only meat I don't care for. My family is picky eaters. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just not. I mean, I think Brian can eat turkey okay, but I love ham, and we always have honey baked ham and turkey, and I always eat the honey baked ham. I've always been a ham girl. I like ham. I like chicken. I like pork. like pork chops and stuff. Brian does not like pork chops. I would like to maybe bread some and try frying them and see if he would like it better. I have fried them before, but not breaded them. See, I might could do a turkey soup. I might could do that. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people, I like ham, especially the way my mom makes it. Well, she's not making, she makes a ham at Christmas is when she makes her ham. Ooh, I haven't tried that. I'll have to try that. I remember, I mean, I grew up on shake and bake. You know, it's shake and bake, and I helped. I grew up on those pork chops. Turkey chili. I could do, okay, all right, oh man, I'll take it back. I do ground turkey. I do ground turkey sausage. I do turkey bacon. So I don't like turkey for Thanksgiving. That's what I need to tell. Well, that's what I need to say. I know. I don't know how we got on this. I guess because I was talking about cookies. So yes, I eat turkey, but I don't eat turkey like just for Thanksgiving. I just don't do it. I don't know. But I'll eat turkey sausage, turkey bacon, ground turkey, and like spaghetti and stuff. But I'll tell you what, I have discovered I like to cook with one of the cast iron, it's not a skillet, pan, like the Lodge cast iron pan. Turkey products dries the pan out. I don't care how, or for me anyway, I don't care how much oil I put in there, how much I rub it down and try to fry stuff in oil and stuff too, it still dries it out. But you know, if I put a good old greasy ground beef in there, or that fried chicken, it did beautifully in it. But when I try to do my turkey sausage in there, for some reason it dries. Does anybody do that? Does anybody use like the ground turkey type stuff and put it in the cast iron? No, and you know what I need to do? I need to try those out. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Where are those cookies at?
Which ones?
The butter ones.
There you go. Grayson wants some cookies. I'm like, which ones? I've got a whole pile of cookies over here. I like these. It's hard to choose a favorite, but Dollar Tree does have some really good cookies. I think for Christmas I do want to go and try to find as many of these as I can, and fix up a hostess gift for my brother and his wife. They have what are you doing?
In all types.
They all taste the same.
They're in different shapes.
Grayson is over here picking cookies out of the bag, and he's trying to get one of each one. Okay, good. Yeah, I might try to do, I don't know if I'll do maybe I'll try to do a time lapse on them. I might try to plug up my phone and take the tumblers and put some ice in them. And, yeah, I might do that tonight before I go to bed. Maybe I can set that up and do a time lapse, and we'll see how long it lasts. I wonder if a time lapse would work. I mean, time lapse would work, but if it all melted before I got up, I wouldn't know how long it actually worked. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I'll have to do it during the day while I'm awake. I might do that. Yeah. What you looking for now? Please don't bang into my camera. What are you doing?
There's a lemon one?
Yes, and those are very precious. Those are mine. You can have one. I'm so selfish with these cookies. I can't find them. I had to have these shipped to me, okay? One of my lovely subscribers loves me so much that she sent these to me. Should I give them one, y'all? Should I share? Do you like lemon? Do you like white chocolate? Okay. Well, if you take a bite and you don't like it, you have to give it to me. You can't throw it away. Because these are like gold. These are very valuable cookies. There you go. Don't drop it. Yeah, I think I'll do that for like a review. I'll stick the ice in there and either, yeah, I'm sharing. I'm being nice. Okay, yeah. If you don't like lemon stuff, you wouldn't like them. And thank you for trying them, Mariette. You didn't have to make yourself sick. Hopefully, you didn't get sick from trying the the little bite. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What cookies are your favorite cookies out of all of the Dollar Tree cookies? Those are his favorite cookies now too. Oh, okay. All right. I'll have to send you some money so you can load us up. Okay. Yeah, I love the lemons. They're so good. And now these are Grayson's favorite too. So yeah. I'm hoping Andy Mama, I'll let you know. I'll try tomorrow to go to a different Dollar Tree and see if I can find them. I might. I don't know. I'll tell y'all what. I think maybe one day while the kids are out of school and break, we might just hit up all the Dollar Trees on the search for them, or I'll call them or something. Yeah, I like the orange ones. Yeah, Grayson, you still like the orange ones too, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, these are good too. But the lemon ones they're so awesome. But yeah, I'm trying to, you know what I should do? I need to go through and make a list of all the Dollar Trees in my area. I know there's 3 in one city, like our big city in Greenville. There's at least 3, probably more, because Greenville's a really big city. Greenville is the biggest city that's closest to me, and I'm about 10-15 minutes, so it's not too far. But actually, there's probably more than that in Greenville. I don't know. There's probably 5 or 6 of them in Greenville. But I need to go through and hit them all up, or call them. I need to do that. I need to call them and say, okay, well, if you have them, please put me such and such aside, and I will be up to get them, because they're so good. I love them. Yeah, when I was trying to figure out the title, yeah, I need to make the list. I really do, and figure out how many I have near me. When I was trying to figure out the title for this, I started to put tea and crumpets, but I was like, they'll be like, what is up with that? But then I was going to be like, yeah, it's 4 o'clock somewhere. Isn't it tea time somewhere? That would be kind of fun to go live maybe one day at 4 if I could. It'd have to definitely be on a weekend, though, because the kids get home at 4, and it's just crazy here at 4. But I know I'm not English, but I just think that'd be fun, you know. I'll have my Southern sweet tea, and we'll have tea time at 4. Or we'll just say, hey, it's 4 o'clock somewhere. But they call it, technically they call it tea and biscuits, because they call, yeah, cookies or biscuits. It's so interesting how certain things are called different things in different, even just different areas here in the United States. Even just as close as Florida. I'm trying to think what they were called, but we call fireflies lightning bugs. And they call them, I want to say they call them something else in Florida, and I can't remember. I don't know. That's awesome. I'm hoping that we're going to get that store a block, that's going to be like a block away. I hope. I don't know how long it'll take for us to get it, but that would be awesome. Yeah, I do. I should do that. I should make like a list and maybe even go as far as calling and seeing if any of them have stuff on my wish list. That would probably save me time and gas. Yeah, I've heard it called icebox. I mean, because it used to be an icebox. I mean, back in the day, it wasn't a refrigerator. It was an icebox. It was a box with a block of ice in there, and that block of ice kept things cold. So I've heard it called an icebox. I mean, like toilet, you know, commode. I know we call it the commode a lot. I don't know. There's just a lot of things. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is that tend to be on the spicy side, or? what types of foods or is that? I'm not good at knowing different. I mean, I know Chinese food and stuff like that, but I'm not sure about that. It's interesting when my husband and I'm sorry, I'm sitting here like playing with my hair. When my husband and I met, I don't think he had ever eaten Chinese food. And I had never went to a Mexican restaurant. So, he introduced me to a Mexican restaurant, which I love now. And, I mean, I had tacos and burritos, but to go to a Mexican restaurant where they put the red sauce or the white sauce on there and stuff, I never had a burrito like that. I just had, the regular. Oh, okay. Cactus. What does cactus taste like? I know I've heard it. You can do you grill it to eat it, or do you do something else? I love trying new things too. One of my favorite things I ate at a Mexican restaurant, and I've only seen it at one. I'm trying to think of what they called it. It was nachos, but it was like I don't know. It doesn't have much of a taste. Okay, that's why I was kind of wondering if it was kind of like tofu and it kind of assumes whatever flavor it's cooked with is what I was kind of wondering. Anyway, it was these nachos with the white cheese. You know how the Mexican restaurants put the good white buttery creamy yumminess cheese. Why are we talking about food still? I don't know, but let's continue. Anyway, they put like the shrimp and the chicken. I've never tried eggplant. I need to try eggplant. Especially like eggplant parmesan. I always hear about people loving eggplant parmesan. I need to try that. I don't know why I've never tried that. But anyway, it had like I don't know if it was meat trio or what it was, but it was nachos with shrimp and chicken and steak on it with the cheese on it. It was so good. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're asking her because I didn't know what that was that you just asked. Oh, okay. I don't say either. I say Coke. Everything is Coke. It's what type of Coke do you want? Does anybody else around me say Coke instead of soda or pop? Okay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I will say soda, but most of the time I say Coke. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's a South Carolina thing. Oh, okay. Well, there are certain words I say, I don't know the proper way to say them. Is it caramel or caramel? Which one? I usually say caramel, but sometimes I feel like it's caramel. But I feel like the A should go in there, so I feel like caramel. I gotta slide, y'all. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, what's some other words? I just thought of another word, and it just, caramello. Oh. I'm like Homer Simpson over him, like, oh, caramellos. I love those. Yeah, I know, it's like, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I say caramel. Okay. And I know, like, there's a big debate, is it poinsettia or poinsettia? And I'm trying to, I think most of the time, I think I say poinsettia. But then sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I should be saying poinsettia. Because there's that, the Coke is a southern thing. Okay. And what was there? There was another word I had just thought of, and oh, I say pecan. here, because I was asking Mama, I said, Mom, is it pecan or pecan? She said, is this pecan? She said, a pecan is something you pee in. I was like, oh, okay. And after she said that, I say pecan. So now I say pecan pie. But yeah, because I'm like, a lot of people say pecan, and she's like, no, a pecan is what you pee in. I'm like, okay, so it's pecan. Which I feel like saying pecan is more of a Charleston drawl to it, saying pecan, you know, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes if I don't know how to say a word, I'm like, Mom, how do you say this word? And she'll quickly correct me and let me know. Especially, if you want to learn how to say things incorrectly, y'all should say, how do I say crappy? Yeah, I just say the fish is just called crappie. And then there's those fish that are called carp. But, yeah, if y'all want to, you say crappie? Okay, yeah, I just say crappie. Yeah, I've got the A in there. If y'all want to hear how I say anything, y'all just put random words up and I'll read them and I'll tell y'all how I say them. This might be interesting. How does Angela talk? How does Angela enunciate, pronounce this word? I am trying to think of some other. I think those are the big ones. The caramel, the poinsettia, and the pecan. Y'all, yeah. I'm Southern. I'm gonna say y'all. Thank you. Oh, let's see. I wish I could think of some other ones. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. I was trying to think of some other. And then there's like Southern sayings. You know, a lot of people that might not necessarily understand a Southern saying. Salmon. Salmon. I don't know. Salmon. I say salmon. I don't say salmon. When I read it, I'll say salmon because of the L. But just to say it, salmon. I say salmon patties. Yeah. But when I read the word, I'll put the L in there. Yeah, salmon. I say salmon. Oh, thank you. Some people like the Southern accent. Some people find it annoying. Let's see. Yeah, my dad, he has a hearing problem, so he has a problem, and I think his tongue's tied like mine also. So there are several words and sayings that he says wrong. My favorite word my dad mispronounces is concrete, and he calls it contrite. Which contrite is, Mama said that contrite is actually a thing. It's something, it's like concrete that dries faster or something. I don't know, but he keeps me. Sometimes I can try. I feel like my accent changes depending on who I'm around. Oh, okay. Yeah, bless his heart. He's a good sport though. But he keeps us laughing. Oh, okay. I'll see you later. You have a good night. Oh, my mom used to. Hold on a second. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, okay. See, I've actually been told by people that I don't sound like I'm from the South. I'm like, really? Because I'll have people ask me, where'd you grow up? I'm like, Piedmont. I'm like, this was a guy in Seneca. I was cleaning a building, and he's like, you're not from around here, are you? I'm like, yeah, I was born and raised in Piedmont, just like an hour down the road. He's like, you don't have a Southern accent. I said, I don't have a Southern accent. He's like, no. I was like, okay. So, whatever. I thought I had a very heavy Southern accent. I had a friend who I grew up with, and she moved to West Virginia, and then she called me. She'd been in West Virginia for about 6 months, and she called me, and she was talking to me, and she said, dang, you were so Southern. I'm like, well, I was brought up in the South, so yeah, I'm going to have my little Southern twang going on. But she's like, I just never noticed how Southern you were until getting up here in West Virginia with everybody. I was like, well, sorry, can't help it. I talk the way I talk. But even his sayings, he told me one time, he said, raise the window down. I'm like, do you want the window raised up, or do you want me to put the window down? I love saying y'all. I mean, I'm proud of my Southern. Okay, yeah, I figured that was probably what you meant. I'm proud of my Southern heritage. I'm proud to be from the South. I feel like we've got the Southern hospitality. You know, we bless your heart, and we give you some Southern sweet tea, and we put our crazy people right there on the front porch for everybody to watch. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think of some other Southern sayings and stuff. I used to have those shirts with all the Southern sayings and stuff on them. But I gave them all to my mom. I could not wear t-shirts because they were just too close to my neck, and they weren't V-neck. I have to have a wider neck, which I think I've talked about that before. Let's see. Have you tried a persimmon? Don't count your chickens till they hatch. Yes, that's a Southern saying. There are so many Southern sayings, and it's hard for me to remember them all. Like, just sitting here on the spot trying to think them, I can't think of them. Persimmon, I have not tried a persimmon. I've, of course, heard of a persimmon, but I have not ever tried it. Have you? And I haven't tried one of those. I started to buy one, but that thing, it wasn't a persimmon. But, yeah, there you go. It wasn't a persimmon, but there was this thing at Ingles that was, and I know not everybody has an Ingles. Ingles is a grocery store. It was a dragon fruit. It was that really is gorgeous, gorgeous fruit. It's pink, and it's got all these little like things that come off like it. But I've heard that they're really not all that great. Watch a YouTube video on it. I'm sure there is. See, I have never heard of chocolate gravy until there was this YouTube. They're not making videos anymore, but it was called. Their last name was Hill, and I can't remember. But they were going through their pregnancy and everything with their son, and I think they named their son Grayson, and I remembered because of Grayson. But they were talking about the chocolate gravy and biscuits. I had never heard of that. So I don't think that's a South Carolina thing. I think it's like a Georgia and Alabama thing. I never had heard of that. And I've never heard of tomato gravy at all. What is tomato gravy? Is it different from tomato sauce or like pasta sauce? Figure out what a cake of cornbread is. If I could travel anywhere where I travel, like as far as like a different country, I would love to go to Ireland. And I would also like to go to Prince Edward Island and Canada. Those are, if I could travel anywhere, it would be those two places. See, it kind of is, but I don't use bless your heart that way. When I say bless your heart, I literally mean I'm sorry what you're going through. I hope things get better. That's horrible what happened to you. So I use bless your heart mainly in the wrong way compared to how everybody else uses it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, if I say bless your heart, if someone says something horrible happened to them, and I say bless your heart, I mean it in a good way. I butter my biscuit, yeah. And there's something about grits. Something my grits. And there's something about, is it butter my grits or biscuits, I think. But yeah, if I personally ever tell y'all, kiss my grits. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. If I ever tell y'all, if anybody ever tells me something has horribly happened to them, and I say bless your heart, I mean it as in I'm sorry for the horrible thing that you're going through. That's how I mean it. I mean it in a good way. Butter my grits. Yeah. Butter my grits. Kiss my grits. Yeah. There's lots of them. But yeah, most people do mean bless your heart in a way that breeches instead of pants. Yeah. Most people do mean it in the other way. But let's see, and of course, you know, we got to have our Southern sweet tea and. Oh really? Over yonder, yes. We're in Sam Hill. Over yonder. Yeah, where in Sam Hill have you been? Well, I was over yonder. Oh, I feel like. Yeah. I feel like my grandmother used a lot of the Southern sayings. She I was 16 when she passed away, but I feel like her generation is the ones that used most of the Southern sayings, and I feel like some of them are getting lost. Yeah. Yeah, over yonder. Yeah. I think I probably say over yonder sometimes too. It's over yonder. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, my aunt, yes, I love going to Fats and getting the Edisto shrimp and grits. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You know, that little McChicken I had is all cabinet. Yeah, mostly cabinet. I don't know that I say cupboard. I think you usually say it's in the cabinet. You never had shrimp and grits. I had never had shrimp and grits either. And I think it's mainly a coastal thing. If you live on the coast, like you know, near Savannah or Myrtle Beach, or you know, one of those. When I was, you ever go to Fats? If you go to Fats, of course it is. Well, I don't know. Can you eat grits with you having a gluten problem? I don't know what. I mean, I know what. I don't know what you can eat and what you can't eat. I'm sorry. I don't know. Grits probably have gluten in it, don't they? They probably do. I was fixing to say, when you go, next time you go to Fats, get the Edisto shrimp and grits. Okay, homemade. Okay. Yeah, if you ever make them, I think, I don't know how they would normally be made, but I feel like a Cajun is the way. Sweet little Southern treat. There you go. Oh, you don't have Fats. Okay. Yeah, we, I know we have them here in South Carolina. I'm pretty sure Georgia has, not Georgia. Well, I think I've seen them in Georgia some too. Cracker Barrel. Yeah, we have Cracker Barrel. We have one not too far, like 10 minutes from us. We eat there sometimes. Yeah, the runny eggs. I knew what you mean. Yeah, I love, and I need to learn how to, I need to ask my mom how to cook, the eggs where they, is it sunny side up or is it over easy where you crack and you get the yellow? Which one is that? Over easy, right? Yeah, I need to ask my mom how to cook. I'm not, yeah, over easy. I cook some, and if I try, like if I really set forth the effort to do something, what I make is usually good, but I don't cook a lot of variety. As far as eggs go, it's usually scrambled with cheese. I have made an omelet. I don't make the prettiest omelets, but I have made one. Oh, okay. Fry on one side, turn it over a few seconds. What do you need to fry it on? Do you fry it over like medium or... Oh, I get what you're saying. You fry it, let it pretty much get done, and then you flip it and just kind of let it sit there for just a few seconds. Okay, I got what you're saying. I got it. I'll have to try that. Because I love grits over easy with the yellow running. You know, you pop that. Some people find it disgusting, and if I'm grossing you out right now, I'm so sorry. But I love to pop that yellow and take my toast and just... Oh, it's good. Paris wants to... Yeah, that sounds... I tell you what, here lately, what we like, and my parents have been eating them a lot too, are the breakfast burritos. You do your sausage, like, you know, like chunk it, and then put yeah, the toast and the yolk. So good. You you know, you fry your sausage and you crumble it, and then you add some chopped onion to it, and then you add your egg. And then I usually use the smokehouse cheddar cheese, and I put it on the flour tortilla. I always warm up my flour tortillas for, like, depending on how many's in there, for 30 to 40 seconds in the microwave to get them kind of warm. And then I put that, usually shredded cheese, but if I'm out of shredded cheese, I'll just use a piece of the Sargento. We love that Sargento cheese. And then I put the sausage and the onion on there, and Paris loves it too. You do that with potatoes and no bread. Yeah, that sounds good too. Yes, yes. I'm glad hopefully I didn't gross anybody out talking about that, because I know some people find it really gross and they're just like gagging and like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, I do. I really love those, and I'm glad it's something Paris will eat. She's been getting better about trying different foods. She came in here the other day when I was frying that chicken, and I had my flour and my eggs, you know, in the little separate pans. She walks in here and she's like, "What are you doing with powder?" She thought it was powder. And I said, "Honey, that's flour. I'm making fried chicken." She was like, she just didn't have a clue. She didn't understand. And so I called her. I said, "You want to come downstairs?" I said, "You want to come downstairs and try this chicken?" And she was like, "Ooh, no," because she was completely confused. She didn't understand. And I said, "Just come look at it." And she came and she looked at it and she said, "Oh." She did not realize that you take eggs and flour to make the bread on breaded chicken. And so I said, "Here, you want to try a bite?" She said, "Yeah, I'll try a bite." She tried a bite, and I said, "Do you want some?" She's like, "Yeah." So she ate 2 of the little chicken tenders. So I think that might be something I might start buying, is the chicken tenders, and then just, because Brian is big on trying to get things without all the preservatives and stuff in it, because a lot of the preservatives gives him headaches. So, like what do you call it? The lunch meat. I have to try to get the lunch meat that's got the sodium nitrites free, or whatever, free of sodium nitrites, because for some reason they give him headaches. So, but then he has this weird thing, and I told him I don't think he's getting enough sodium is why he gets headaches. But he's really weird. If he does not stick to a schedule, like even on weekends, he gets a headache and then his whole day is just ruined because it's like no matter how much medicine he takes, he cannot get the headache to go away. And at first I told him, I said, it's probably protein. Because every morning he gets up on his way to work, he'll go by and get him either a steak biscuit or a chicken biscuit. I don't know if he eats sausage biscuit, but he'll eat some sort of... It really depends on the day. I don't know. I really don't know if I'm feeling adventurous, you know, but I don't know. I know the other day I think someone asked me that, and I think I said beef stroganoff. But now I really don't know. The most easiest thing I like to cook is just taking a roast and throwing it in a crock pot with some salt and pepper and turning it on, and then coming back later and have a yummy, delicious roast. That's the easiest thing I like to cook. I used to, back years ago, I used to love to bake lemon pepper chicken and yellow rice. We used to eat that in green beans. When we first got married, at least once a week I would make that. And then I think Brian didn't really like the lemon pepper chicken. Paris used to. I don't know that Paris will still eat meatloaf. But I haven't made meatloaf in a while. It's been a while. Fried okra. I miss my grandmother's fried okra. Oh, what do you think? What do I think I make the best? I don't know. Brian, are you still awake? What do you think I cook? What is the best thing I cook? Out of everything I cook, what is something I cook the best? I'm asking him. Huh? He says all of it's pretty good. What's your absolute favorite meal that I make, though? Yeah. I'm making him think he's tired. Huh? He likes the spaghetti. He likes my spaghetti. So I do like to make spaghetti. I don't make it too often because I know the kids won't eat it. So I try to use my ground beef to cook something they will. But my parents really love my beef stroganoff. I liked my vegetable soup I cooked. I've only made vegetable soup one time, but I think it turned out really well. I think I actually put it in because I was afraid I would forget to make it. So I think I actually put how I made it in my iPad under my notes section. Excuse me, because what I did was really, really simple. We do not have a church's chicken, and do you know they no, we do. Hold on a second, I gotta plug up. I'm getting low on battery power. I take it back. We do have a church's chicken. I've never eaten there because it's not a location we normally go to. I mean, in the area. I like to saute mushrooms and zucchini and butter, and then that sounds really good. I love mushrooms. Brian will not eat mushrooms, but I love mushrooms. I could eat, I could take like mushrooms and onions and just like saute them together and probably literally eat on a flour tortilla or even just eat them out of with a spoon, or fork, just eat them. I love them. Just mushrooms and onions put together is just good. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have, KFC is the closest thing we have. I have not, and I was going to ask you that, Mary. I was wondering if you had the, what's it called? A veggetti or something like that? Yes, I love mushrooms and onions together. Oh, it's so good. Y'all are making me want to cook. I tell y'all, when I loved this time of year when it gets cold outside is when I do like to cook. In the summertime when it is so hot, I hate to cook because I'm already hot. I don't want to cook over a hot stove when I'm already hot and having hot flashes and everything else. But in the wintertime, I love to cook and bake. I like to bake more than I do cook, but I'm getting more where I am enjoying cooking more. I'm getting to where I like to try out different recipes and figure out stuff. But What was that? That sounds good. I have never made cube steak, and I want to try to make cube steak. I don't have a pressure cooker, but I was talking to my mom, and she said that I could probably brown the cube steak and cook it in a crock pot. She said that a friend of hers cooks it in a crock pot. Oh, okay. Do you find, Mary, that now that more people are having problems with gluten, is it a little bit easier for you to find food that's gluten-free now that there's become more of awareness of it? Yeah, we do have an IHOP. Brian does not like to go to IHOP, though. Paris and I used to go to IHOP almost every time I took her every 6 weeks to the orthodontist. In the wintertime, we would go, especially in the fall and stuff, and get like the pumpkin spice pancakes and stuff. And then at Christmas time, I think we would get like the red velvet or something. Yeah, the beef tips. The kids don't like IHOP. So I might have to do something like that one day when Brian has to work or something. Oh, okay. I know, was it Hardee's that had the burger back a few, which I think it was huge though. But wasn't it them that had the burger between the 2 pieces of lettuce without the bun? I don't even remember what it was called, but I feel like the beef patty was like huge though. I'm not a big Hardee's person. The closest thing we have to us is Hardee's. McDonald's is like another mile down the road past it, but Brian likes Hardee's. I feel like Hardee's is greasy. Oh, several ones do now. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to eat a burger unless you put the 2 pieces of lettuce. It's probably hard to eat a burger. Yeah, they really should. I mean, they could probably do pretty good at it. Because, I mean, there are a lot of people who have, what is it called? I have a friend on Facebook, she has it. Yes, celiac disease. It just, like, I was sitting here thinking Crohn's, but I knew it wasn't Crohn's. But yeah, I feel like there's more and more people becoming gluten intolerant and stuff nowadays. They probably just need to wipe gluten completely out, honestly. But I guess I don't know. I kind of feel like, what was that, Duck Dynasty? Miss K did a little, she's trying to do like a restaurant, and Jace and all of them, they were taking orders, and they were like, what's a gluten? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, bread is my mama's and and Paris too, weakness. We do eat a lot of bread, and I know it's not good, but like the little croissants and stuff, and I know it sounds really weird, but I like to take just a flour tortilla itself and eat it, and I know it's so weird. That's awesome. Yeah, bread is my weakness. It really is. I had gotten to where a while I wasn't eating bread back when I was doing like diets and stuff. I had gotten myself off of bread, and I still try not to eat too much of it. But yeah, I do love bread. Especially speaking of fats, Fats has got the what do they call it? The poppy seed rolls with the butter, and I think it's a cinnamon butter that they put out. Excuse me, with that. when we go to Fats, we have to order Grayson his own butter because the kid hogs the butter. When he was really little, he would take his French fries and dip it in the butter. I'm like, it's a sweet butter, but okay. I had thought about going to the, I think I was going to go to the bariatric clinic. When was it? I think it was earlier this year. I was going to check into that, but when I looked online, they put you on a bunch of pills, and I am horrible at taking pills, and I'm like, if I'm not going to remember to take the pills, and I know that's what they're going to put me on, there's no need for me to go, because that would just be wasteful for me. I just can't remember to take them. I will do good for a couple of weeks, and then I just forget. Oh, I was gonna look up my how I did my vegetable beef soup, because it was really super simple. That's awesome. I need to go back and read how much. Yeah, Mary and Angela, that's awesome. I think the most weight I've ever lost, let's see, I got down back years ago, back in 2009. That's how long ago it was. I had got down to a size 10, and that was the smallest I ever got. And since then, I have not been able to lose like more than like 15 pounds. I can diet, and I can lose 15 pounds, maybe the first month or to 6 weeks, and then after that, I could continue doing it and even try to change up my exercise, do less calories, do more calories. I just can't get past it. Oh, okay. I've pretty much been staying the same size. I mean, like I said, I haven't really weighed, but just by how my clothes fit and stuff. And like I said, I've embraced my size, because I feel like even if I eat healthy, my body, that PCOS, it just don't want to let go of the weight. When I was younger, I could lose weight a little easier. It was still very, very slow, but I would still progress. But when you're trying to lose weight and you're not making any progression, I mean, you know, you're trying to lose weight and it's going on a year and you've been stuck at only losing 12 pounds. Yeah, you're kind of like, what's the point? It's horrible. And I mean, I was working with a trainer. I was working out at a gym. I had a trainer. You know, I was sharing with her what I was eating and everything. And I know that muscle weighs more than fat, and I was building muscle, but I still, in a year's time, should have lost more than 12 pounds. I mean, it was ridiculous, and my body just did not want to let go of it. I went on the HCG diet to get pregnant with Anna Claire. I want to say I lost maybe 20 pounds, and I had to go on it twice, like do 2 rounds. There we go. Angela, what's the difference in the band and the sleeve? Is the sleeve even more safer than the band? Thank you. Oh, did I miss something? Steelers girl going, oh, I'm sorry, honey, I didn't see you were leaving. Bye, Steelers girl. I used to follow, I haven't watched her in a while, but back years ago, she started back, I don't know, I want to say it was before 2010s, I know that. It's been a long time, but I used to watch Banded Wendy on YouTube. and she had the gastric band. And I found her very inspirational when I was trying to lose weight. And I think it was because she was the same height as me and about the same weight as me, is why I kind of really clicked with her. So I followed her all the way through her weight loss journey, and she's maintained it. I feel like maybe it wasn't her. Did she have the band? The sleeve is safer. Okay. Yeah, I know that the bypass is very invasive, but what's the difference between the sleeve and the band? Are they basically the same thing? Is the sleeve longer? Oh, okay, okay. I don't know, I can't, her name sounds so familiar. I feel like I used to watch her. I had got on a kick where I was into weight loss and everything, so I went through and I subscribed to a lot of people, and I had watched them for a couple years, and I used to be big into The Biggest Loser and stuff, but like I said, I'm just not really cared lately. It's just, like I said, I've embraced my size. I know I'm never going to be super skinny. So, I feel like as long as my blood pressure is fine and my heart, like, I feel like as long as I'm healthy as much as possible having PCOS. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have, my husband's cousin's wife had gastric bypass surgery, and I think she said that she regrets doing it. The gastric bypass. She said that I think she either says she's on more pills now. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay. It was doing something weird. It was like, do you want to report? I'm like, no, I don't want to report. You're good. Everybody's good in here. We don't want to report. Let's see. I want to go back and see what the sleeve is safer. The sleeve, they only take some of the stomach out. Okay. Okay. I got it now. That makes sense. I understand now. Yeah. Yeah, if you could do it on your own, it's great. Alright. You have a good night. I will see you later. Thanks again for the cookies. And tell the kids they did a good job decorating with the stickers. I like it. I recorded this, what is it called? The Sweetest Christmas or something like that. And I started watching it last night and then I fell asleep before I finished it. But, I mean, I've got it recorded so I can go back and watch it. But I love those Hallmark movies. I'm trying to, let's see. Oh, I keep getting sidetracked. Okay. Now that we're kind of off of food, I was going to kind of show y'all, or, well, I don't know if I can show you. I was going to tell y'all how I made my, my vegetable beef stew, because I thought it was pretty good. I used leftover beef stew, which you know is I used the eye of round roast. And I just shred that meat up. And then my beef stew, I put carrots and peas and sliced potatoes in it. And then, what else did I put? A mushroom gravy powder packet and a brown gravy powder packet, little packets. And then salt and pepper is how I make the beef stew. The beef stew is eye of round roast, potatoes, carrots, peas, mushroom gravy packet and brown gravy packet and salt and pepper. So that's just my quick, easy, and it tastes really good. And I know it's technically not from scratch and everything, but it's quick and it's easy. And then whatever I have left over, because usually I have a ton of it left over. Like I said, my kids won't eat it. So I make the vegetable beef soup. So I take that leftover and add garlic and onion. Oh, okay. You could take the peas out. Yeah, I love homemade soups. I like to put, I put garlic and onion spaghetti sauce in it. And then I put corn. This is how to make the vegetable soup. Vegetable beef soup. Diced tomatoes, 4 beef bouillon cubes. I only put like half of a chili packet in there. Just like the chili powder that you get, the little packet. I put half of that in there. I put some Worcestershire sauce in it, some chopped onions, water, and then if you want to, you can do some noodles. You pre-cook them and then put them all in the crock pot. I pretty much do all this stuff in the crock pot. I put my vegetable beef soup in the crock pot is what I did. But I thought it was really good, and my parents liked it. So it was the first time I'd ever made it, and it was just something I could just kind of come up with. I Googled different people's recipes, and I was like, well, that doesn't sound that good, but I took different parts. I'm not a huge cornbread part. I do put it in there, but I don't have to have it. If sometimes I just try to maybe not put as much of the soup in it and try to strain it off and have it more of a stew than a soup. If I'm not gonna put the cornbread in there, but I can eat cornbread. I can take it or leave it. But I'll tell you, when I make chili, I like the Jiffy, the sweet. And I know it's sweet, but I like that with chili. I like the sweet and the salty together. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea thinking, okay, chili with the Jiffy. But I really do like that. Speaking of leftovers, I'm going to have to dump. I feel so bad. Mom, if you're watching this, I never did finish those beans. So I don't think they're good anymore. I've got some frozen too, so I'll still will have some. But my mom made some delicious, it was bean soup, and then she put some ham in there. It was really, really good. And I meant to eat the leftovers yesterday, and somehow I got sidetracked and we ate something else. And then I think I was going to eat it today for lunch, but then the kids and I went out. We've been gone all day. So it just never got ate, sadly. I always hate that. I hate letting food go to waste. But like I said, there is some more in the freezer. I can defrost and eat that later. But yeah, this time of year, I love soups. And Brian does not like soups. I love chicken and dumplings too. I do my mom's recipe. And my mom's recipe is a milky chicken and dumplings. A lot of people do the chicken and dumplings, and it's more of a clear, like chicken soup with dumplings in it. But my mom's is more with the butter and the canned milk, so it's a creamier one. And I haven't made it in a while. I need to ask her again how to make it. I'm pretty sure it's just boil your chicken, and then you add some chicken bouillon cubes to it after to the water. Like, you boil your chicken on the bone, and then you take all the chicken off of the bone, and you put it in water, and you add the chicken bouillon cubes to it. And I think you add butter and canned milk, and then the little salt and pepper. And she used the little cheap biscuits, and you take them and you just, break off for your dumplings. I feel like that's it. Mom, if you're watching this, comment below how to make your chicken and dumplings. Well, that's good. That's good that you can bake and somebody will actually eat it. I get in the mood for stuff and I bake it, and then I get stuck being the one to eat it. I'm like, really? Can y'all not help me eat this? That sounds good. I would like to try that. I'll have to Google that. I love shrimp. Brian does not like shrimp. Now that's something else we was talking about. Do y'all call it frogmore stew or soup? Not soup. Frogmore stew or low country boil? What do y'all call it? Pizza soup. I've never heard of pizza soup. I've heard of taco soup. But we call it frogmore stew. Not soup, stew. Frogmore stew. Yeah. But it's low country boil, a lot of people call it. Frogmore. Okay. And do you cook it with with or without crawdaddies. We don't do the crawdaddies, but I know some people do crawdaddies. I've never tried a crawdaddy. Mom said, I think Mama said she didn't like the crawdaddies, but I just once in my life I would like to try a crawdaddy. What is Frogmore? Okay, Frogmore is shrimp, corn on the cob, the little red potatoes, and the polka sausage from Hillshire Farms. It's that little sort of C-shaped sausage that's like this. I have never cooked it. My family cooks it. Actually, the men folk go out and cook it. I don't know how exactly to cook it. But yeah, I think most people call it low country boil. And some people add, I don't know, but some people add clams to it. Some people might even add clams to it. But I know some people add, what did I just say? Crawdaddies to it. Yeah, New Orleans, I'm sure, probably makes it. But it's expensive to make. So if you're getting together, is it like a clam bake? Kind of, because you take, the tradition of it is you take newspaper, which you don't have to because I hate newspaper. We just put ours in this really huge bowl. But I think people take newspaper and lay the newspaper down and then just take it and just shake it out. But it's something good to do if you're getting together with a large group well, not have to be family, a large group of people, and have someone pitch in and bring a little bit of everything, and then everybody chip in a little bit of money for shrimp because shrimp is expensive. But that's what we usually do. Is my brother and his wife get the shrimp, and then we all just pitch in some money, and then everybody brings like either corn or the potatoes or something. What kind of... I've never heard of that. I'll have to... Let me Google that. I'm the Google queen, by the way, in case I have not mentioned that. And my internet's going to be slow. I want to see a picture of what this kind of sausage is. I'm going to try to get this spelling to stay up. It looks like it's the same thing as the polka sausage. I wonder if it's a regional thing. Because it's the same shape. I have never seen that. So I don't know if it's a regional thing. If here we call it polka sausage. And I don't know why we call it polka sausage. I guess because you'd be poking at it. I don't know. But it looks just like the same thing. It's the same shape at least, but who knows. Have you tried alligator? I've always wanted to try alligator. I've heard it's a very mild, oh, it's spicier. Okay. Then I might not be able to handle it. I know Brian wouldn't be able to handle it. Brian cannot handle sausage like this. He can't handle the skin stuff on there. It tears his stomach up. Well, yeah, I know in Louisiana they eat a lot of alligator. My mom, I thought it was kind of interesting. My mom has one of my grandmother's old cookbooks, and it has a recipe for possum. I thought that was pretty interesting. And I think squirrel, too. I mean, it's like an old recipe. Texture of chicken and tastes like shrimp and chicken. Okay. I would probably like alligator then, because I love shrimp and chicken. There was... I feel like there's a place around here. What is it called? Is it Saskatoons or something like that? That has like all this wild meat that you can eat. You've had squirrel? What does squirrel taste like? Chicken, or is it just gamey tasting? I've tried ostrich before. I can't remember what it tasted like. I want to say it was... I don't know if it tasted like chicken or if it had a gamey taste to it. I've always wanted to try quail too, but I've heard it's kind of a gamey taste. And I don't know how to really explain gamey. Buffalo is dry. I've had bear before, but it was in the form of sausage. I had that when I was young, and I didn't know it was bear until after I ate it. And I don't know why my brother didn't want. I guess he didn't think I would try it, but even at a young age, I never not wanted to try stuff. I've never tried elk. Yeah, I've had deer, but I mainly only have had deer and spaghetti. That's what we've had. We've had ground deer meat. Now my brother-in-law, he hunts, so they eat a lot of deer meat, and then she likes to. I think she mixes different meats in with it sometimes. But I think bear and ostrich are probably the weirdest things I've ever eaten. I've never tried rabbit. Oh, okay. I don't know that I've ever had deer meat, had venison steaks. I don't think I have. I think the only time I've had it was ground. I'm pretty sure I've only had that. But I know back years ago, rabbit was a big thing, like rabbit soup and stuff. I think if I didn't see the rabbit, I could try rabbit stew or soup or whatever. But to actually like go to someone's house and they have like a rabbit there and they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, that's dinner." I'd be like, "No, I can't. I wouldn't be able to see the rabbit and then eat it." Rabbit tastes disgusting. Okay. You can tell you're eating rabbit. Okay. I've never tried it. Yeah, I remember seeing that video where you had the deer. You have to go out there and do like you do here, here in the South with dogs. You'd be like, I can't do it too loud because I'll wake up Anna Claire, but you do that little, get on out of here. You scare the animals off. You've had groundhog once. Yeah, I think Brian's in there. I can't ask him, but is there a place called, is it Saskatoon? And maybe it's only one around here. I feel like there's something called Saskatoons, and they have like wild, gamey type meats that you can eat. I told Brian that would be interesting because I'm pretty sure they have alligator. Tastes like squirrel. Oh, the rabbit tastes like squirrel. Well, I guess they're both in the rodent family, so. I want to say my mom has had rabbit stew before, but yeah, I think of, whenever I think of people eating squirrel, I always think of Loretta Lynn and Cece Spacek, because she played the character, but her saying, "Oh, I love squirrel. You've never had it?" Oh, groundhog tastes like squirrel. Okay. I wonder if rabbit and squirrel and groundhog, since they're sort of all they're all technically rodent, isn't it? Is it called rodent family? They all had those little teeth. I'm trying to think of. Do y'all have it's expensive to eat there. I haven't eaten there in years, but do y'all have a melting pot in your area, or have y'all ever eaten in a melting pot? I told Brian I'd like to take him one of these days. We used to have groundhogs out in our yard where we lived out in Central. We used to have groundhogs and little wild rabbits. And like we had huge groundhogs. Oh, excuse me. It's good. They say it takes a long time to eat. If you have a large party, I think it takes like 3 hours to eat. And I think if you only have like 2 of you, I think it's only like an hour and a half to eat or something. But it's one of those full course meals. I think, you get the salad and everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we only like had one or two. We didn't have a ton of them. I used to have back before I had the kids, I had this cute little dwarf rabbit, and I had a dwarf rabbit and a guinea pig, and I worked at a daycare, and they allowed me to bring them. I would switch back and forth. One day I would take the rabbit, and one day I would take the guinea pig for it was like a class pet. So it didn't last too long. It got very aggravating and everything. So the rabbit escaped, and the guinea pig, actually we gave it to a little, because we didn't have kids. And oh, that's what it was. I was pregnant. That's why it got to where which I don't know if there was a threat of toxoplasmosis with that or anything like that, but anyway, we gave the groundhog to a kid, so they were happy. And the rabbit sadly escaped somehow. I don't know. I guess it went out there and joined all those wild little rabbits out there. I don't know. I used to have some Yorkies. When we moved here, I had Yorkies, and before that, growing up, I had toy poodles. I've owned a wide range of dogs. Well, never big dogs, always small dogs. I've had a Chinese pug. I don't know how I'm getting on pets all of a sudden. How we're going from eating animals to talking about, I don't know, I don't know. I'm just going with it. Anyway, I've had a Chinese pug, a Cocker Spaniel, and toy poodles is what I mainly had. And then I had 2 Yorkies. But yeah, here we can't, we can have dogs, but we had some issues with neighbors complaining about noise, and we were going to have to pay a fine if we didn't get rid of them, and it was a mess. We just moved here, and it stressed me out, and we found good homes for them, so. But anyway, I don't know if anything else to talk about. We've talked about, yeah. My brother and my sister-in-law have cats, and I think she said that after all those cats pass on, I think she said that she's done with animals. That's funny. Aw. I think Brian had some Dobermans when he was growing up, and maybe, I don't know if they had German Shepherds also, but they were always outside dogs. I think they were his dad's dogs. I don't know whether he was necessarily close to them. I think it was his dad's dogs. My dad is my dad is scared of big dogs. He's been bitten several times by them, but little dogs he's okay with them. We've had several stray cats. My mom, she's got a whole mess of stray cats that she feeds, so she doesn't feed them every day because she's trying to teach them to do, a little bit, because they're wild cats. So she's trying to let them learn to kind of fend for themselves too, but she doesn't want them to starve to death, so she still, feeds them every now, or at least, maybe she does feed them every day. Maybe she started feeding them every day. I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't know that we'll ever have any more animals. I know after the whole Yorkie incident, Brian said no more animals, so we probably... That's true. That's true. I want to say my, if I ever got a big dog, it would be a chocolate lab. But I know they shed like crazy. But I've always thought chocolate labs were really, really pretty. Oh, yeah, it's hard when they're little and they're puppies and you hold them on their laps and then they get to be huge dogs. They don't understand that they've grown up. It's like the, what was that old movie? Was it called The Ugly Dachshund or something like that? Where it was a Great Dane and he, I think wasn't it called that old movie? Wasn't it called The Ugly Dachshund? Where somehow they ended up, I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. But that big old Great Dane with these little bitty dachshunds. Yeah, I love old movies. My mom and I, we used to, on Friday nights, we used to stay up late watching those old black and white movies. And musicals, I love musicals. Like the Guys and Dolls came on the other day. But it had already been on for like an hour and a half. And when I looked, I was like, oh man, I've already missed like a bunch of it. I wanted to record it and I tried to see if it was coming on again, but it wasn't. So I was like, oh well. Yeah, I remember Mr. Chicken too. That one's good. And was it Life with Father? I think, yeah, Life with Father, where they're trying to get him baptized. And finally, at the end, he goes and gets baptized. I believe that was Life with Father. That one was really good. And then it was the Cheaper by the Dozen. And I feel like the same guy that played in Life with Father played in Cheaper by the Dozen also. Yeah, I love old movies. State Fair. I still love the Sound of Music. I didn't particularly care for the remake that they did. I can't remember what country. I think it was a country singer. Was it Carrie Underwood that did it? I mean, she did a good job. Her voice is gorgeous and everything, but I don't like remakes. Just like I love Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is like one of my all-time favorite movies. And they made that Scarlet. And I do like Scarlet. I feel like they did pretty well with that. But it still was difficult. It's a Wonderful Life. That is a good movie too. I haven't seen that. It's been a couple years since I've watched that. Yes, I love to watch. It didn't come on Hallmark, does it? It comes on what? Nick at Night or something, I think. Doris Day. Yeah. Oh, and I remember the what is that? They walk alike, they talk alike. Sometimes they even sound alike. Identical cousins. What was that show? What was that show called? It was Patty Duke. And she played both parts. Was it just called Patty Duke? Okay. For some reason I was thinking it was called something else. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like The Parent Trap was good too. Mr. Ed. I remember I am Mr. Ed. I used to love to watch the Nick at Night. My Three Sons. Was it called the Donna Reed Show or something like that? Leave It to Beaver. I don't know. I just can't do Lassie. Lassie, I find, for some reason, I like Lassie as the dog. I think that is a gorgeous dog, but I found Lassie kind of annoying. I've heard of Gidget, but I don't remember Gidget enough. I don't remember that well. Yeah, My Three Sons. I like My Three Sons. Oh, Petticoat. Yes, I love Carol Burnett's show. But Petticoat Junction and Green Acres. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is a life for me. Yeah, The Love Boat. I remember the theme song from Love Boat, but I don't remember actually watching it. I feel like when I was growing up, I feel like it came on around my bedtime, and I feel like my mom let me listen to the theme song, and then I went to bed, is what I kind of think. I really don't know, because I remember listening to it, but I don't remember actually watching the show. And what was the other one? Oh, I Love Lucy. I don't know if y'all mentioned that one too. Fantasy Island. I don't know if I ever... Hee Haw, yeah. I don't think I ever watched Fantasy Island. But Fantasy Island was the plane, right? But I don't think I ever actually watched it. I think I just know of that. Emergency 911. I think I watched that sometimes too. Yeah, the plane. Yeah, Fantasy Island. And I think the only reason I remember that is because of, what do you call it? Looney Tunes. No, I've never seen an elephant. I was like, what's his name? Tim Conway. He was so hilarious. But I do remember watching the Carol Burnett show, and there was some I can't remember what the name of it was. There was this British show. I don't think I ever watched Sonny and Cher. I mean, I've seen excerpts of them, you know, singing and stuff. There was this show. It was British TV, and somebody had brought the videotapes in when I was at work. Well, no, it was DVDs. It wasn't Keeping Up Appearances. It was something about them working in a department store, and there was this saying they always said, and I cannot remember what that show was. But I feel like it was from the 60s or 70s. That's gonna drive me nuts. But I thought it was funny. I feel like you have to have a certain sense of humor to enjoy British shows, because they're not everybody's cup of tea. But like, I love Mr. Bean. My favorite episode, Mr. Bean. Did any of y'all watch Mr. Bean? Okay, which one am I looking up on YouTube? The Elephant Story. Okay, I'll have to try to remember to look that up. Let's see. British. I'm trying to see if I can remember. Yes, that is it. That is it. Yeah, because they like constantly ask that. And I don't know why, but I like that. I thought that was really... Yeah, you saved me a Google. Thank you. That was really funny. And I did like Keeping Up Appearances too. I would watch Keeping Up Appearances, and Brian's like, how are you watching this? I just can't. I'm like, I think it's funny. I don't know. Brian has a very dry sense of humor. I on the other hand, I can find humor in about anything. Yeah, I do too. I love, what is it, BBC? British Broadcasting Channel? Yeah, BBC. I need to look that up and see if we have that. I haven't watched British comedies in forever. But yeah, I like the Keeping Up Appearances. And there was, yeah, the Are You Being Served? I can't remember any of the other ones. Oh, and like, as far as like current shows, I really like, Call the Midwife. Because, I was considering, I had a midwife with, when I was pregnant with, Anna Claire. And I was kind of actually considering maybe becoming a midwife someday. So I really like that. Downtown Abbey. I've heard of Downtown Abbey, and I feel like I've seen it once or twice. And then I feel like we either didn't have cable or satellite anymore, or we moved or something. But yeah, I feel like I've seen Downtown Abbey a couple of times, and I think I liked it. But, oh, anyway, the Mr. Bean, my favorite Mr. Bean episode. The one where he has the TV, and he's trying to get the reception, and he figures out to stand one way, and it would go in, and it would go out, and he would stand another way. Anyway, he ended up in this box. Somehow he was in this box, and he took clothes off, and he would wave it at the TV, and then throw it at the TV. Okay, yeah, I feel like I watched it twice, but I don't know. When I say watched, I meant it was on the TV, and I might have glanced at it. Because a lot of times, shows don't get watched. They're on for background noise. Some shows do. But anyway, he ended up pretty much naked in the box. That was just a hilarious one. And then there was one where he went to the department store, and I don't know if he was buying a spatula or something. I don't know. I love Mr. Bean. It's hilarious. Pride and Prejudice. I've seen which I feel like there's a few of those Pride and Prejudice. I've seen one of them. I can't remember which one. And I liked, as far as Jane Austen goes, I liked Emma. Was it Gwyneth Paltrow? I probably just said her name wrong. I know I did. Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. Played Emma. I really liked it. What's some other... What was that one called? I know what you're talking about. The Colin Firth, oh, the Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, the Pride and Prejudice. I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I think I did see some of those. I like Colin Firth. I like him and, Nanny McPhee. Yeah, I love the Gone with the Wind movies. Okay, we have to have a little talk about North and South. I used to love North and South. And for years, I thought I had seen all of them. Well, I looked on it. This was back when I was doing the Netflix and getting the DVDs. Somehow, I missed a whole other chapter. And I'm sorry if I'm ruining this for y'all. But Ori's wife... No, Ori died. And his friend, what was his friend's name? What was his friend's name? Ori died and Constance died. And Ori's wife and that other, his best friend, they ended up getting together. And that ruined the show for me. And if y'all did not know that and I just ruined it for you, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I did not know that. For years, I had thought I'd watched, I think I had watched, I don't know how many chapters there are to it. But I could have sworn I had seen all of them. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't see this one. And the very opening, it shows Ori getting shot. And I'm like, really? Why? Let me see. North and South. Okay, you've watched the whole series. What's Patrick Swayze? Let's see. I wanted to... I was trying to see how many... I haven't read the books. The books are probably even better. I wanted to see how many chapters or whatever there are. Book 2. Let me see. How many... I guess DVDs is what I need to put. Because it was on DVDs. I feel like books 1 through 3. Okay, that's what it was. They give more details. Yeah. I feel like... Yes! I remember that I saw... Was it a movie? Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife. Oh, Nanny McPhee. Is that what the name of the book is for Nanny McPhee? Mr. Darcy Takes a Wife. Oh, no. That's part 2 of Pride and Prejudice. Okay, wait a minute. What am I thinking? No, it's not. What was his name in Nanny McPhee? It wasn't Mr. Darcy. No. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just... Wait. Yeah. It's Pride and Prejudice, book 2. I got you. I got you now. I had heard of that, but I don't think I've seen that. I'm bouncing y'all. Now I can't... There we go. I don't know why I thought that was Nanny McPhee. I have no idea. I feel like... What was his name? And Nanny McPhee. I don't know. But yeah. North and South has got 3 books. And I had seen book 1 and 2. And I didn't realize... Ow, I just hurt my toe. I didn't realize that there was a book 3 until years later. And, yes, Mr. Brown. Where did I get Mr. Darcy? I don't know. I guess because his voice was the same in both movies. You know, some actors in certain movies, their voice kind of is different. And I feel like he talked the same in both. Which I guess Colin Firth maybe talks the same in all of his movies. Those might have been the only 2 movies I've ever seen him in. Anyway, I know. I'm crazy, y'all. But yeah. Book 3 for North and South. It it ruined it for me. I was like, why did I even watch this? Yeah, I think I remember seeing him in that. I like him. I feel like, no, it wasn't him. It was another guy. Do y'all remember, it was British. Do y'all remember What's My Line? The newer series Drew Carey did. I can't remember who hosted the old one. But that was hilarious because it was British. And I always thought it was really, yeah. I don't even know if they still make it. But, or if they make new episodes, I mean. But that was so funny. I love to watch that. If I needed a good laugh, I would, like, binge watch that show. Yeah, those are good movies too. I think The Holiday is what I've seen them in most recently. I did watch The Holiday. That was the one where the two ladies switched houses, right? It was Kate Winslet. Was it Cameron Diaz? Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz? Is that who it was? Yeah. Yeah, Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz. Yeah. I like that one. I've watched it a few times. Yeah, and Jack Black. I like Jack Black too. He actually has a really decent singing voice. There was something I watched him in the other day and he sang. And I was like, you know, he's really not a bad singer. I mean, besides School of Rock where he does his little rock. But I mean, he was like really singing. And it was really good. Oh. Yeah. Shallow Hal needs a gal. I liked, what is his name that played George on Seinfeld? Love Actually. I need to see Love Actually. The Hangover. I feel like I've seen The Hangover. I think I have. I've heard of Love Actually, and I probably have seen it, but I can't remember. There was something a movie I was gonna say, and I just forgot. Oh, not a movie. Jason Alexander. Yeah. Yeah, we watched reruns of Seinfeld, and we were talking about everyone's favorite episode is the Soup Nazi. So we were trying to explain that to Paris and Grace, and I didn't get to see the whole episode, but it was like we were flipping through one day, and I was like, ooh, Soup Nazi, turn it on there, and Paris and Grayson were like, what is your problem? I'm like, it's a Soup Nazi episode. Like, you've got to see it. It's the best episode ever. Which he actually... I don't think I've seen that. The guy who played the Soup Nazi, he, I think he actually has a soup kitchen in, not necessarily soup kitchen, but a restaurant. Brad Paisley. Okay. He actually has a restaurant in New York, and I think he actually helps feed people who, you know, are homeless and out on the streets. So I think he's actually a really nice guy. So I thought, I don't know, I remember finding the backstory of that. I don't know where I saw that, but that was interesting. Oh, I miss old they're not old shows, but my kids will call them old shows. But I miss shows from my time period when I was 10-ish, I'll say. Home Improvement. I love that show. Tim Allen. He, which he is so funny because he did Home Improvement and he had 3 sons in that show. And now he does Last Man Standing and he has 3 daughters. And Al, what is his real name? Richard Karn. Sometimes appears on Last Man Standing. Yeah, they're good. I like them. Anyway, Richard Karn sometimes appears on Last Man Standing, and he even says, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas does too, he'll even say stuff like, I thought you had 3 sons, and he's like, no, I have girls. So it's funny how they reference Home Improvement every now and then. It's really neat. And I want to say, yeah, I was getting ready to say that. I want to say that Patricia was on there too. So, but yeah, I just, and I love that, that he that he is a Christian and that he prays and everything. My dad was talking to me one day, and I was watching Last Man Standing, and yeah, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and I was watching Last Man Standing, and Dad was like, I don't like Tim Allen. You know he's an atheist. I'm like, no, he's not. He's a Christian. And he's like, well, I saw on TV that did it. I said, well, you must not have finished watching it because he is a Christian. And he said, yeah, you're probably right. I didn't finish watching it. I said, yeah, you probably didn't. Because I Googled him. I said, Dad, he had a rough past, but now he has given his life to the Lord, and he is a Christian now. I said he prays and mentions God and everything on his show. I don't think he would do that. It's his show if he was an atheist. So he was like, oh, okay. So I like Tim Allen. I feel like even though as popular and stuff, you know, as he is, I feel like he would still be a very down-to-earth person to meet. Yeah, I'm sure I have lots of useless knowledge. And but I enjoy researching things. I enjoy learning things. There you go. I would not be good on Jeopardy. Those questions are too hard. My parents like to watch Jeopardy, and those just, when you get past 100, I don't even know if I could answer something for 100. I would be like, huh? And Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I love the Santa Claus movies too. We like to quote movies a lot. My family does, especially my mom and I. We quote "O Brother, Where Art Thou" a lot. Yeah, have a trivia there you go. You could totally do that because it is your channel, and you can do. Oh yeah, the Home Alone movies. I've only watched the two with Macaulay Culkin in it. I never watched the other ones. But yeah, I love Home Alone too. But one of my favorite movies to quote is "O Brother, Where Art Thou." I do not know who wrote the script for that, but they were a genius. I mean, the words. Well, isn't this just a geographical oddity? 2 weeks from everywhere. I mean, it's just awesome. Whoever wrote the scripts, they're just hats off to them. And we watched it several times. Yeah. Yeah, Holly Hunter. Yeah. That ain't your daddy. Your daddy got hit by a train. That ain't your daddy, Avenel. Oh, I love that movie. I think that's a movie I could watch over and over and over. I never get tired of that movie. And the soundtrack is gorgeous. All that bluegrass music. I love the soundtrack. I used to have the soundtrack. I don't know if I still have it or not. I haven't. Well, I take it back. I can't say I haven't listened to CDs in a long time. We have the Trolls. You like action movies? Brian likes action movies. Some action movies I can watch. I don't like action movies if they have a lot of cussing in them. If they're just action movies without F constantly, I can do it. Oh yeah. I love, what is my favorite place, my favorite scene on Home Alone? I think I like Joe Pesci's expression, like the expression on his face when he opens the door and the flames, what's that thing called? You know what I'm talking about. That thing in his face, it's just hilarious. But yeah, I love, I don't remember where I got it, but when the movie came out, and I might have got it with the movie, but I got a poster, and it was the plan of, how to do everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, where his head catches on fire. Yeah, the expression on his face. Well, they are truly very talented. I wonder what else. I'm not good at researching all that. I need to. Wait, I can Google. What am I saying? I wonder what else they've done, because it was just genius. And we watched Oh Brother Where Art Thou several times before we realized that during the Ku Klux Klan part, they were saying eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We was watching it and we did not notice it. And then all of a sudden we were like, wait a minute, are they saying eeny, meeny, miny, mo? And then we like rewound it and then watched it again. Like, yep, that's what they're saying. So we thought that was really funny. And I remember too, we were, speaking of Home Alone, my brother, we was watching it about years ago. Yes, I love Raising Arizona. That makes sense because Raising Arizona also, the wording on it. Well, this here is the divan. What is the divan? What is this supposed to be? I mean, is it supposed to be the living room, TV room? I have never heard of that, of anything called this here's the divan, except for on that movie. I've never heard anything like that referred to that. So, yeah. Yeah, with Nicolas Cage. That is my brother's like all-time favorite movie. They had that on, I feel like they had it on Amazon for $5 and I bought it for him for his birthday or something one year. But yeah, the divan part and the Jody's my brother. He loves to, if my mom cooks dinner, he loves to say, "Mighty good cornflakes, Miss Madonna." Saving Grace. I don't know if I've seen Saving Grace. I feel like I've heard of it. There was, for a while, like when Paris and Grayson were first born and stuff, it's so funny when you first have like a little ones, you feel like you're in your own little world because you don't get to go to the movies and see all these movies. So you miss out on a lot. And you don't necessarily get to watch TV because the babies, you're either trying to entertain them or they're crying over it or whatever, so you feel like you miss out on a lot of stuff. Or you're putting stuff on for them. I feel like lately all I watch is either Hallmark or Sesame Street. Yeah, that years ago, and it was the worst thing I could have ever done to my hair from myself. I really loved her hair in that City of Angels. So I tried to get my hair done like that. It did not look good on me. Yeah, I haven't seen the City of Angels in a while. And there's the, speaking of angel movies, the Michael movie, I sort of remember that with John Travolta. I don't remember a lot of it. I remember parts of it. I was just that, I don't know, because angel movies, it made me think of that. I used to like Touched by an Angel. Oh, speaking of crying, I'll tell you a movie that makes me cry to watch it is that Patch Adams, Robin Williams, when wasn't it the girl that, didn't she die in that Patch Adams movie? I think it was her that died. Yeah, that was really sad. And I cried like a baby. Yeah, it was. My first time, I want to say I was 14 when I saw Little Women, the one with Winona. I can't remember Michael that much. I just remember him having wings and I remember him dancing, but I can't remember the actual storyline. I need to watch it again. But I was like, I think 14 when I watched Little Women with Winona Ryder. I never read the book, so I didn't know that that Beth died. And my mom, I won't ever forget, she was on the phone with my granny. And I'm sitting in the floor watching this movie, and all of a sudden I just turn around just boo-hooing, and I'm like, she died? Why didn't you tell me Beth died? I wouldn't have sat here and watched this movie if I knew somebody was going to die. And she was like, it's okay, I thought you knew. I think I've seen Salt. I feel like I have, and I don't know if we've seen Wanted. I tell you, I like action movies that are funny too. I like Red 2, I like Jason Statham. I love Jason Statham. I'll say it. He's hot. He is a good-looking man. And his voice, I love it. And Bruce Willis, too. Yes, I love Red. And, oh, what's her name? The lady that, I mean, she still looks good after all these years, but I love her character in the movies, too. But what else? There was something, yes, Helen, is it Mirror? Is it Helen Mirror? Is that her name? I'm really bad at butchering people's names. Mirren, yeah. Yeah, I liked her in that too. And, what was the other? There was another action. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, when you said Angelina Jolie, that's what it made me think of. And then for some reason, I skipped that thought and I went to Red. But, I love, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and the Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where they have to try to kill each other. For some reason, I think that one is good. And there was Keeping Up with the Joneses. That was a funny movie, and I can't remember who was in it because I got the Joneses from Dollar Tree, and I thought I was getting Keeping Up with the Joneses, but when I was reading it, I'm like, no, that's not the same movie. But Keeping Up with the Joneses had came on, I think HBO a couple times, and we've watched it. But it has, I don't know if his name is Zach, and it starts with a G, or what. I think that's the guy who's in it. And I can't remember who else is in it. But it's a funny, it's got, for me to like action, it's got to have the comedy in it. Yeah, if it's got some comedy in it, like, especially like smart aleck remarks, I can sit there and watch it. Yes, I did watch The Expendables and 1 and 2. Or is there a third? Isn't there a third one too? I feel like we just watched the third one not too long ago. I feel like the third one just came out. I'm pretty sure it did. Yes. Okay, there was a third one. Yeah, was it Arnold Schwarzenegger? I don't know if he was in all 3 of them. I feel like he was in the third one. I think he was in there too. And I can't say his last name, especially with my tongue tied. I'm trying to think of the action movies I'll actually watch. Oh, and Chuck Norris. I actually, and I always, like I said, my dad's funny. My dad used to like to watch the Walker Texas Ranger. But he would watch it, and the whole time he'd watch it, he was kind of complaining about it. He would be like, yep, he can go through and he can fight 20 and 30 people, just knock them out. But very last guy he gets to, all of a sudden, it takes him 20 minutes to kill them off. He's like, it's the same story. So he's funny. Oh, and I remember MacGyver. I haven't seen it. I don't know what channel it comes on, but I'm pretty sure they're remaking MacGyver. I need to Google that and find out what channel it's coming on. Because I did like MacGyver. In some episodes I didn't like, and some I did, of that show Quantum Leap. It's on CBS. Has it already started, the new MacGyver series? I probably have already. I can go back and watch it on I wonder if it's on demand. I need to see. Okay. I'll have to check on demand. It's on now. Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. But, yeah, that was the old show I remember was Quantum Leap. There were some episodes I liked. I hated the episodes of Quantum Leap where he was a woman. It was just weird to me. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I get it, but it was just weird to me. I don't know. And I grew up watching The Cosby Show in a different world. Okay. Yeah, I like Quantum Leap, but and it's funny, the one that stands out in my head the most is the one where he was the pregnant woman. That's the one that stands out in my mind the most, but I always thought it was so weird when he went into women's bodies. It was so weird to me. let's see. I'm trying to think of some other movies I used to love. Oh, I grew up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I love The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I know reruns still come on. But yeah, I remember watching that. I used to like this show back years ago, and I don't know if I could watch reruns. It's so funny as a teenager, certain shows you like, and you remember loving them, and then you try to go back some of them and watch them, and you're just like, no, I'm not the same person. I just can't do it. But I used to like this show called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I remember it came on, I think it was on Wednesdays. And it was like after, I took dance. And after dance, I just remember coming home and watching that. And I liked it. But it seems like I tried to one time watch an episode, and I just, for some reason, couldn't get back into it. But certain shows I still do. Like, I still, the Hallmark Channel every now and then airs reruns of Home Improvement. And I actually, at one point, had every single episode on my DVR, and I've rewatched them all. And to make room, I had to just slowly delete them all. But yeah, I think I've rewatched Home Improvement at least twice since we've lived in this house. Like the whole season, all of the seasons. Yeah, we watched some stuff on, my kids are really into the Stranger Things. And we finished, and we binge watch it in 1 or 2 days. Especially if it's a weekend. They really like that. I'm trying to think. I kind of want to go get on Netflix and see if they have some of those British comedies that I was talking about. I want to say a few years ago they had the Keeping Up Appearances. I don't know if they have Are You Being Served or not. I'll have to look. Yeah, it was interesting. I did not get to see like every single episode, but I saw parts of it. What's that about, Logmire? I haven't heard of that one. Okay, is that on Netflix, The Midsummer Mysteries? I'll have to check those out. I used to binge watch on Netflix all the time. I haven't in forever though. I watched all the Call of Midnight, so I do need something new to watch. Okay, awesome. Well, that'll get me through probably till Christmas at least. I'm sure, if not longer. I will definitely check those in. I would like to see more British. I haven't seen British TV in a while. I like it. Sometimes I wish I had a British accent. I love the British accent. I know some people like to hear the Southern accent, but as far as accents go, I really love to hear the British accent. I feel like it's so prim and proper, and I feel like they were true to their accent. I feel like they've kept over generations and generations. I feel like they've kept their accent. Yeah, my husband too. He's like, I just don't see how you watch it. I can't do it. I love National Lampoon's European Vacation. I love when they go to England and they stay in that hotel and there's no numbers on the doors and Clark goes into the wrong room and he's in there with that woman and he's like, when did you quit shaving your legs, honey? And that's when he realizes, oh, this is not Ellen. But yeah, that's hilarious. And they had like cheese channel. It's funny. I like it. Oh, well, I'm about at 11 o'clock. Oh, yes, that's good. Yeah, I like the Christmas Vacation too. We have that, and I like the Vegas. My favorite episode. My favorite part of the Vegas Vacation is the tour of the Hoover Dam, because the tour guide Never really cusses because he's talking about the dam. He's like, I'm your damn tour guide, Artie. But he is a tour guide of the dam. We're going to tour the dam. I can't remember. He tells them to take all the damn pictures and all that stuff, but he's really not cussing. He is talking about the dam. And I don't know, but that part right there, I just love that part. It's hilarious to me. Let's see. A sheriff in the Midwest. He has to deal with the American Indians. Oh yeah, the Wally World Vacation. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, talking about something else. Okay. Oh, okay. I have not seen that. I've heard of that, and I thought the name was funny, but I have not watched that show. I need to watch that. What channel is that on? I need to look at CBS for what show was it on CBS? I need to look for again. I need to. Dadgum, y'all got me where I need to take some. Yes, I say dadgum, and I get that from my husband. I need to take notes tonight. What's on CBS? What's on CBS? Something's on CBS. There's something I need to check on CBS. Where is it? I'm going through. Oh, the new MacGyver. Okay. Yeah, thank you. The sheriff one was Longmire. Okay, Longmire. Why did I say Longmire? Okay. Oh, speaking of Canada, I was telling y'all, somebody had asked where I could travel. I was saying Prince Edward Island. So, in case you didn't guess, I love Anne of Green Gables. A lot of people, and I don't think they're continuing it because there were some people upset. I didn't mind it too bad. It's not, it's more of a darker, I feel like it's a Tim Burton version of Anne of Green Gables. But the Anne with an E, I think is what it was called, or Anne Girl or something that Netflix did. A lot of people were furious over that. I actually personally did not mind it because it was a complete... I feel like I said, I don't like remakes because in my mind I'm like, okay, this person plays this character and this is how it should be done. So I kind of like when they take it and make it into something different. But I don't think they're going to continue the series because I think there was too many people upset with it. Too many people said it was too dark. So, I don't know. Did any of y'all watch the Anne with an E on Netflix? What were y'all feelings on it? I love the Anne of Green Gables series. The books, especially no, you haven't seen it. The rest of the series of the books, like the Anne of Ingleside, and I think it's Rilla of Ingleside. Those I would not mind finding all of the Anne of Green Gables books and reading all those. And my mom used to read me the Laura Ingalls Wilder books. I like to get all of those, and I think my mom still has them. If you've seen Anne of Green Gables and you like Anne of Green Gables, I will warn you, it's like a Tim. I don't think he did it, but it's a Tim Burton version to me of Anne of Green Gables. It's a lot more darker. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I love that, it looks gorgeous up there at Prince Edward Island and stuff. I've seen like pictures and stuff. When we were doing the study on the book, Anne of Green Gables, I remember my teacher had like the pictures and stuff. Yeah, I do. I love the Anne of Green Gables books. I don't know, is it 1800s or even is it further back? I love stories set back in the I always just say horse and buggy days. I know it's a wide range for the horse and buggy days, but I love those. Oh, okay. But yeah, I watched all those. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I love Little House on the Prairie. I didn't get into Highway to Heaven as much. I think my grandparents really liked Highway to Heaven, but I did love the Little House on the Prairie. I love the Christmas special where Melissa Gilbert, you know, was older and everything, and they were sitting around, and I think they got snowed in. We back years ago when it came on in the 80s, we used a VHS tape and we recorded it. It came on, I think last year. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, all that just looks so gorgeous from pictures that I've seen. Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. I probably will never ever travel there, but yeah, that and Ireland I think are two places. Like if someone said, I'm going to pay for you to go wherever you want to go, I of course would need a passport. I don't have one of those because I don't have any plans to leave the country. But those are two places I would like to go. Maybe England. I don't know.
You live?
Yeah. Don't be loud. Your sisters. You gotta duck down so they can see you. This is Miss Paris.
Pies and chips.
Pies and chips. Okay, and then she's out. Yes, Greece looks gorgeous too.
I'm gonna chill for a little bit.
Okay, well, do you want to get a chair?
Chairs are for squares.
You got your retainer in? Dollar
Yeah.
Queen Lee said hello. Huh? Yeah?
Hello.
Yeah? No? You do? Or no? Do you have your retainer in?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, she wears a retainer at night, so.
Because I used to have braces.
Yeah.
And when you get your braces removed after having them for like, depending on the condition of your teeth, I had to have mine for almost 4 years.
Yeah, she had them braces. No.
Some people, you might have to have them for a year or more than just 1
Well,
year.
these are all adult ladies, so. Mainly so.
Yeah.
They know about braces.
basically,
I'm sure all their kids have
once
had
I
them.
get them removed.
Well, not all of
Like
your kids, but some.
Some people have to wear them day to day or at night. I wear mine at night, which
Yeah.
is good, so I don't have to worry about accidentally throwing it in the trash at school, which would be bad if that happened at lunch.
Yes, I was very excited when they point blank told her, only wear them at night. Do not, if you spend the night at a friend's house, do not take them to your friend's house. You can just go without the retainer at the time that you're away. If you go on vacation, don't take them on vacation with you. I mean, they point blank told her, only wear them at night in your own house. Because they know kids lose things. And if you lose them, it's like $250 or $300 to replace them. So, and they're not the ones that go up on the roof of their mouth with the metal and stuff. They're clear.
If I do lose mine and have to repaint them, I do not want those impressions on my mouth.
Yeah, she didn't like having to have it done.
Even if it's a flavor that's cookie dough, because when they did it for me, it was a cookie dough flavor. I still didn't like it. And yes, I sound like this because of the retainers. I know.
Yeah. But yeah, the retainers nowadays are clear and they look like those, y'all seen those Invisalign things? That's what they look like.
Do.
So that's because I thought, oh, that's interesting. Because on our way there, I was talking to Paris. I'm like, you know, they can do rainbow colors. Because I know used to they would go up and touch your palette and then there was the metal.
Yeah, she was talking about.
I mean, that's the way they were in my day.
Like,
but don't talk too loud. You're gonna wake up your sister. But I remember actually helping one of my friends dig hers out the trash in 6th grade. Because she would take it and would set it on a napkin at lunchtime.
Oh no.
Yeah, I helped her dig one out of the trash can. It was really gross. Thank you. You got it? She's gonna come sit a spell.
Oh wait, they can't see me.
Hold on, I'll turn you. There you go. Are you ready for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for school to end first.
Yeah, that's what she's excited about, is school to end. Well, for 5 days. Because you have to go back again for
We didn't have fall break
2
for
weeks.
Halloween for some reason.
You got you got one day off, but it was before Halloween. You got, there was some time in October you got off. What day was it? I don't remember. But yeah, she got spoiled because the past 2 years, they've had fall break. And they basically ended up having like Halloween off. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, 14. You're her granddaughter's age.
So she has a
Columbus
granddaughter named
Day.
Paris?
No, honey. You're the same age as her granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know, I don't think
on my meals.
they didn't have Columbus Day off. I think they actually went. I can't remember. Maybe it was Columbus Day. But I feel
The
like
one on Veterans Day, sadly. Why can't we just be off on minor holidays too? Like, I don't get it. I really don't.
why can't you have banking hours? Is that what you want? Where is my calendar? Oh, here it is. I'm trying to remember. They were off on a Monday. But when was it? They weren't off. They had to go to school Columbus Day.
Sadly.
When were y'all out of school? I feel like it was either the following Monday or something.
Okay, her niece is a freshman. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it
next year.
varies district to district.
I was held back in kindergarten, so that's like I should be in 9th grade by now, but I was held back in kindergarten because of my learning disability and my autism, maybe.
Yeah.
Because Grayston is ED and I am LD.
Yeah.
So I have a learning problem. He has emotion problem. I don't know how to explain it. But
And I fully disclose to my kids their disabilities so that they're aware, because they're going to overhear us talking about it, and I don't want them freaking out and being like, I have autism? Why didn't you tell me? So, I mean, when they got diagnosed, I explained it to them the best I could.
Wait, how old was I when I got diagnosed?
7. You were 7.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking if I was 8 or 7, because when people
too
asked. Okay.
Yeah. You could talk, but you just get a little too loud.
I get very loud.
Just a little too
Don't
loud.
touch my face.
Why? It's
I don't
so
know where it's
lovable.
been.
You don't know where your face has been?
I don't know when your hand's been, because you probably got stuff all over it.
Okay.
You do crafts and DIYs.
I haven't done any crafting today.
Oh.
I've been tasting cookies and stuff. Well, I haven't tasted cookies, but I was showing them all these stickers earlier.
Oh, wait. Where were you diagnosed when we went to that doctor place? When,
Yeah,
like, that guy
doctor.
tried to
Mommy
give me
germs.
flavor?
Exactly. Yeah, I have mommy germs. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that place. Like, it was like this one, I think this doctor,
Mm-hmm.
we were like in his room, and like he gave me this toy. She's like, okay, play with them.
Yeah, they just
And I'm
watched
like,
you
I'm just
interact.
giving him this look,
Don't
and in
touch
my
it.
head, I'm just like, can you leave? Cause at the time, when I was little, I like to play with stuff with privacy and stuff. Cause I guess I had a very mature mind because of like the bullying. I was afraid of being weird to people, I guess.
Well, you weren't bullied at that age.
No, I wasn't. I guess I was just paranoid. And like, I'm just looking at the doctor. I'm just like, can you, okay. So Wonder Woman, she saved this, this mutant dinosaur, the end.
The camera's this way.
I know, I'm just reacting of how I look at the doctor.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, okay, the end. And doctor's like, I'm just like, okay, what's next? Is he gonna make me leap a bunch of loops or something? Or what is he gonna do?
No. She has been to several different schools.
Yeah, only one time that was like I think in Clemson or Central. Me and Grayson went to the same school. I think it was Central, right?
Yeah. She has when she started out school, she went to Clemson.
For kindergarten.
For her first year of kindergarten. Then we moved in with my parents because me and Brian both got a job working third shift at Walmart. And we moved in with my parents. My parents had the upper rooms. Nobody was staying up in the upper rooms or anything. So Paris and Grayson had their own bedrooms. And then they have 3 extra bedrooms and 1 bath upstairs. So we lived a year with my parents while we were both working third shift. Brian eventually got him another job where it was first shift, and then I think I eventually quit. But anyway, when we moved in with my parents, she went to private school, and that really helped her because it was one-on-one.
I went to a private school?
Shh, you're so loud. Shh.
Oh.
Yeah. She went to private school, and it was at a church. It was the church that we were attending. Okay.
Oh.
Eat some for me. Yeah,
Now
Mrs.
I
Yule.
know what it was.
Mrs. Yule. It was at church.
I don't remember
Anyway.
the teacher's name. Oh, no. Okay, now I get it now. I'm still
Okay.
calling it, but now I do.
Anyway, she went to the private school, and it really helped her because there was only like 3 students in there. I mean, it's a very, very, literally like 20-something students in this whole, it was a very small church private school. So that's where she went. Then we moved back to Central, and she went to Central. She went to Central 1st grade through 4th grade. 4th grade, 3rd grade, she started having bullying problems.
Okay. Let me explain on the first day.
We're not going into that. I'm going to answer the questions. We'll go into that later. Okay. 3rd grade, she started having bullying problems. 4th grade, the bullying problems continued. And long story short, we got her out of that school and we got her moved to a new school for 5th grade. We're not going into all that. Okay. So she went to that school for 5th grade, and then we moved here. So she's been to Central, Clemson, private school, Central, Liberty, and now her school she's in now. We're not mentioning the school name you're in now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in middle
So
school.
she's been to 5 schools. Yeah. And she's only in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Grayson's only been, this is his 3rd school. So, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't moved any schools. I had to move more because of the bullying problems. But yeah, I was bullied. I'm not going to go into many details. I'm not going to say the name of the girl for like safety reasons.
We're not going into all that.
But I was
But
just
she
bullied by
likes
this one girl.
She likes her current school, but yeah, we had a really bad. It was physically bullying. It wasn't just name calling. She was kicking. She was spitting. She was hit. Not Paris, the girl. She gave her a bloody nose one time
With a red camera. On the bus.
Schools. Oh, okay. Were you in the military, or y'all just moved around? I know a lot of military families move around.
I got like, I've known them very vividly. Like, I got hit in the nose by a camera. Like, there's this program every mornings. We have like these tracker things with numbers on it to like keep track of like how fast we run. Like every morning, especially if it's freezing cold outside, we have to run. And that girl, she was in it too, obviously, because everyone had to do it. And one time, while she was running by, she kicked my ankle while she was running by. I don't know how she did that, but that is talent there. But still, it hurt.
Yeah, her current teachers are very aware of the bullying situation, so they really keep an eye, and they're aware of Paris sometimes having good days and sometimes having bad days. So they're on top of that. They email me and they let me know. They were like, I noticed this week Paris was very different. Is something going on? And so I would talk to Paris. I'm like, do you know? And she's like, well, I don't know that I was any different. And come to find out, she was not going to bed at her normal bedtime. She was staying up, and I said, I bet you're exhausted, so it's making you be ill, and you don't realize it, but you're not. I mean, she still wasn't mean to people, but she wasn't her normal bubbly self. Thank you. I was personally bullied in school too. I was bullied to the point where I got my mom to homeschool me. 6th grade was big bullying for me. I got bullied because I grew fast and as far as being tall. I reached the height I am now by 6th grade. I stopped growing by 8th grade. But the height I am now is how tall I was in 6th grade.
You were that tall in 6th grade? Mm-hmm. Daggum! You must have been a model. I mean, come on, girl.
Nah, I wasn't a model, but thank you. But yeah, I got made fun of. I was clumsy and awkward and everything. So
me.
So I came home crying from school every day, and Mom's like, "Okay, that's it. We're homeschooling you."
Me in elementary school.
So yeah. So
She didn't homeschool me though.
no, she didn't.
I was homebound though. I had an early summer. It was great.
Yeah, she was homebound, but it was only 8 days early, so they didn't worry about making her do.
Because it was near summertime at the time, right?
I thought I heard Anna Claire. We need to lower our voices, not be so loud.
There was this.
Hold on.
Last year.
I was talking. Hold on just a minute. Anyway, I was homeschooled, and then I decided that I agree, it was boring. I didn't care for it, and I wanted to go back to school. So when I went back in 8th grade, it was much better. But I loved high school. And I had a small, I know we were talking about it last night about having friends and stuff. I had a small circle of friends, but I always got along better with guys. Because I always felt like girls had drama. Like, just drama. Just asking for it. I'm like, why do we gotta have so much drama? So I always liked hanging out with the guys.
Can I piggyback on that? Because I think that's the thing that runs in the family. Because when I was in elementary school, the one that I got bullied by that one girl, there was this small group of guys that I was more comfortable talking with. And I was more comfortable kind of with the, I can't words. And those small group of guys, they were really sweet to me. And they got me into the show, this series called Beyblade. It was on Netflix at the time.
We're waking Anna Claire up.
And I got really into it. And I got along with the guys. And even just...
Yeah, we're waking Anna Claire up. You're waking Anna Claire up. You need to go to bed anyway. It's 11:30. You got church in the morning.
I know.
Good night. Love you. You ready for bed? You've done everything? Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if also I hear yours is kind of playing here and not on the watermelon.
Oh, honey, they're falling off. I gotta pull them off, but I'm not gonna pull them off right now. Yeah. So you need to go night night.
Okay.
You can tell them bye bye. You're waking up Anna Claire.
Bye bye. Peace. Peace out.
And I'm gonna leave too because Anna Claire is waking up. Mary said bye. Yeah. Can y'all hear Anna Claire crying? Yeah. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all all. Y'all have a great night. Bye. Good night, Sandra. Good night, Mary. Good night, Denise. Good night, everybody else. I know there's 2 more of y'all in here. Good night.